Good afternoon, students. How are you, beta? Good, sab theek, enjoying your life. So today we are going to start political science. So we'll start first chapter of political science, that is power sharing. Before that, I'll tell you what is political science. Children, you started this political science, first part, democratic politics. It is the name of your book in class ninth. Now you are in class 10th. So this tour of democracy started in class ninth and it will continue in class 10th. So you have learned about democracy हमने पढ़ा है इसमें. And in 10th class also you will study different features. That means कि you will study in detail में पढ़ोगे आप बेटा about democracy. So now I'll tell you what is political science. This is your subject. Political science, the word political, it is derived from the Greek word polis, Polis, which means city and state. That means in this political science we study about government, the relation between government and citizens. We'll study about the functioning of the government, how administration is carried out, how decisions are taken. So we are going to study all these things in political science. Political science is social science that disciplines, that and studies government. It's and we study about political institutions, public policies, plus political behavior. It analyzes the theory and practice of power, exploring how societies they take decisions, how different decisions are taken, how laws are made, laws are established. So this was little intro about political science. Now just overview of the chapter power sharing. That is before your lesson starts, before that, in previous page, this overview is given. That is power sharing. What do you mean by power sharing? Ka meaning kya hai? The meaning of word power sharing. This is the name of your chapter. That is sharing of power. Power sharing means sharing of power. It can be between different levels of government organs. This we'll study later on. So power, it can be shared. I'll give you one example other than these examples, that if in a school, if only one person, that is principal, is there, how one person can carry out, can perform all the duties as a teacher, matlab everything, fees ka, this and that, every. So there also, work is divided. Teachers are there to teach, then clerical staff is there to deal with fees and all these things, other things, salary and all. Then class 4 employees are there to do other work. So work is divided. Is it clear? So I have just tried to explain it to you. Now we start overview. With this chapter, resume the tour of democracy that we started last year. And we noted last year that in a democracy, all power does not rest with one organ of the state. That means that powers, they are not in the hands of one organ. Powers are divided between different organs. I hope you know which are the organs of the government: legislature, executive, and judiciary. So powers, they are divided between them. And in this and the next two chapters, we carry this idea of power sharing forward. So next two chapters, power sharing, federalism, we'll study about these things only. We start with two stories from Belgium and Sri Lanka, and both these stories are about how democracies handle demands for power sharing. Power sharing, it is one of the most important feature of democracy. If no power sharing is there, then how can we have democracy? Isn't it? That means if powers, they are in the hands of few persons, so then it will become dictatorship. So democracy kahan gayi hame? Democracy says power must be shared, it must be divided. The stories yield some general conclusions about the need for power sharing in democracy. So, we'll discuss various forms of power sharing that will be taken up in the next two chapters. Now, first topic, we have done power sharing. I have explained, I have given you the overview. Now we start Belgium. So, beta, see on the screen power sharing. Already we have discussed. Again, I'll tell you, it is a democratic arrangement in which different communities or social groups participate and form a government. Rest few things I have already told you. Now, next, what is power sharing? Power is shared between different organs of the government, levels of the government, between different political parties. It can be shared. It is shared between different social groups. So, this is known as power sharing. Now, we start with Belgium. Forms of power sharing. This we will study in detail. I have told you different forms: vertical form of power sharing, horizontal form of power sharing between different social groups, power sharing between different political parties. So, different types of power sharings are there. So, that we'll do in detail afterwards. Now, we start Belgium and Sri Lanka. Just see beta on the screen. First, we will start with composition of Belgium. Ethnic composition of Belgium. Belgium निकालो. So, power sharing in Belgium, we will start. First of all, he has mentioned in your book that it is a small country in Europe. And children, it is smaller in area than the state of Haryana. It shares its borders with Netherlands, France, and Germany. It has a population of a little over 1 crore. Just this much population is there, and this population is about the half population of Haryana. Haryana किससे ज़्यादा है? The ethnic composition of this small country, it is very complex. Here we'll study about the ethnic composition in Belgium as a country, we'll study. Then we'll also study about the ethnic composition in Brussels, which is the capital of Belgium. The ethnic composition of small country is complex. The country's total population, out of the total population, 59% they live in the Flemish region and they speak Dutch language. ठीक है, 59% they speak Dutch out of total population. Another 40% they speak French. So 59 and 40, 99, 1% left. 1% they are Germans. They speak German language. So this is ethnic composition of Belgium. So here, Dutch, they are in majority. French, minority. Germans, we don't consider. 1% hardly matters here and there. कुछ नहीं होता उसका. ठीक है? So Dutch, they are, just remember this thing, Dutch, they are in majority in Belgium, and French, they are a minority, and they live in Wallonia region. Remaining 1% of the Belgians speak German. And in the capital city, Brussels, 80% people speak French. So in Belgium, कितने थे French? 40%. Here they become 80%. There they were a minority. Here they become a majority. See the difference, beta. And Dutch, they were a majority in Belgium. They become a minority with 20% Dutch-speaking people. Minority French-speaking community was relatively rich and powerful. This was resented by the Dutch-speaking community who got the benefit of economic development and education much later. Minority French-speaking community, it was rich and powerful. जो फ्रेंच स्पीकिंग थे, they were rich and powerful. और जो डच थे, they resented. उनको लगता था भी हमें तो इतना लेट मिला, benefit of economic development plus education, they got it much later. So there were tensions between Dutch speaking and French speaking communities. 3 communities होंगी बेटा, French speaking, Dutch speaking plus German. German तो hardly 1% थे वो, but main there were 2, French and Dutch speaking people. So there were tensions between them in 1950s and 60s. Tension between the 2 communities was more acute in Brussels. ये ज़्यादा intense problem आई capital city में, Brussels में. Brussels presented a special problem. The Dutch-speaking people constituted a majority in the country, but a minority in the capital. Already I have explained you this ethnic composition. So let us compare this to the situation in another country. Now, power sharing in Sri Lanka. Just see on the screen, beta. Sri Lanka, it is an island nation. Just a few kilometers off from southern coast of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, thoda sa dur hai India se, And it has about 2 crore people, about the same as in Haryana. Like other nations in South Asia region, Sri Lanka has a diverse population. Diverse means different diversities are there. India is also a country of different diversities. People of many belonging to many different communities, religions, speaking different languages, they are living here. तो वहाँ भी diversity है श्रीलंका में. Sri Lanka diverse, and the major social groups, वहाँ पर 2 social groups are there. Sinhala speakers, जो Sinhala speaker, Sinhalese, 74% है वो, majority उनकी है. और जो Tamil speakers हैं 18%, only 18. Among Tamils are the 2 subgroups. Tamils, they are divided into 2 groups, different groups. Tamil natives of the country are called Sri Lankan Tamils. Natives means they had gone there from southern part of India. And Dravidians bolte the, they were Dravidians. So they went there and they settled down there, and they were now known as Sri Lankan Tamils, 13%. The rest, whose forefathers came from India as plantation workers during colonial period. When Britishers, they were ruling over India, so at that time, plantation workers, many Indians, they were sent there as plantation workers, and they came to be known as Indian Tamils. Means they had to work on the plantation areas, जैसे estates पे, बड़ी estates पे उनको काम करना पड़ता था. As you can see from the map, just see this map, beta, in your book. Sri Lankan Tamils are concentrated in north and east of the country. Most of the Sinhala speaking people, they are Buddhist. जो majority में है Sri Lanka में, they are Buddhist. और जो Tamils हैं, most of them, they are Hindus or Muslims. And there are about 7% Christians. So 4 religions are prevalent. कौन से religions? Buddhism, Hinduism, Islamic religion plus Christianity. So just imagine what could happen in situations like this. In Belgium, the Dutch community could take advantage of its numeric majority and force its will on the French and German speaking population. जो Dutch community जो majority में थे country में, वो उस अपनी मतलब they were 59% थे, वो उस चीज का फायदा उठा सकते थे. And they could impose, वो उनको oppress कर सकते थे French और Germans को. और इससे क्या होता? It would have led to any conflict, and this could lead to a very messy partition. Conflict होता, लड़ाई होती, and country, it might have been partitioned, भी partition हो जाता, divide हो जाता country. Like India, when it was when we got independence in 1947, it was divided on the basis of communities. मुस्लिम्स दे वेंट टू पाकिस्तान, और जो हिंदूज थे वो इंडिया में रह गए. ऐसा नहीं है कि इंडिया में मुस्लिम्स नहीं है, मेनी मुस्लिम्स आर स्टिल लिविंग देयर, दे आर सिटीजन्स ऑफ आवर कंट्री. बोथ द साइड्स वुड क्लेम कंट्रोल ओवर ब्रसल्स. तो दोनों कोशिश करते भी हम ब्रसल्स के ऊपर, ब्रसल्स हमारे अंडर आ जाए. एंड इन श्रीलंका Sinhala community enjoyed an even bigger majority, I think it was 74%, and could impose its will on the entire country. और पूरी कंट्री के ऊपर वो अपनी will impose कर सकते थे. Now look at what happened in both these countries. So we'll continue. So today, students, we'll do till here only. This is part 1 of our power sharing. So 3-4 schedules और videos भेजूंगी मैं आपको. I'll be sending you. After that, we'll do quick revision, summary sort. उसके बाद we'll discuss important MCQs. After that, I'll give you some important questions of this chapter, power sharing. फिर उसके बाद बेटा I will start federalism. आपको easy है ये चीज़ें, बहुत अच्छे से दोनों connected है, common चीज़ें आती हैं कई इन दोनों में, तो आपको बहुत अच्छे से समझ आ जाएगा. आई होप सो. तो बेटा हमारे पास बहुत टाइम है, नीड नॉट वरी. तो इसलिए आई वांट कि धीरे धीरे करें, बट आपको अच्छे से समझ आने चाहिए बेटा. ठीक है. थैंक यू सो मच चिल्ड्रन. नाउ प्लीज, एंड वन मोर थिंग बेटा इम्पॉर्टेंट, कि अगर आपको कोई डाउट है वट एवर वी हैव डन टुडे, जो हमने आज किया है, तो प्लीज कमेंट में सेंड मी, मैसेज कर देना मेरे को. आई विल गिव यू द आंसर. ठीक है. So we'll meet now next time in the second part of this power sharing. Thank you beta. Enjoy. Bye bye. Subscribe kariye please beta. Thanks a lot.